Hello YouTube, it is time for a deck profile. It is time for BloomQuartz BT12. One of the best decks in the format in my opinion if you can pilot it and play it correctly. It has access to all your Bloomacy and your Hydracy combos that you know and love. Also has access to Quartz now. One of the best cards in the new set. One of the best Digimon in the whole Digimon card game as of currently. The deck's really insane. Play it properly, breaks wide boards, builds wide boards, has floodgate rookies, it has everything you ever could want. So I do definitely recommend playing this at a big event, like a regionals if you want to invite, as long as you play it correctly. And I'm going to talk about my deck choices, why I like my build, and if you guys enjoy the deck itself, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing digital videos go live. Enjoy the show. Starting with the eggs here, just 4 Argomon. I like the 4 Argomon a lot. That extra memory you get during the unsuspend phase, if you unsuspend a Digimon, you can actually take that memory and go miles in this deck. Like, every memory counts. So what's one of the really cool things about having a green combo deck. So I'm still a big fan of 4 of this. And I still like the 5th egg, the 1 Gummimon. If you suspend one of those Digimon, draw a card once per turn. It's there for the extra egg. Sometimes it comes up. I prefer the 4 Argomons, but sometimes you actually do need a 5th egg. So it's fine. No complaints with the egg lineup there. We'll move on to the rookies, which we're playing 4 Palmon on play real top 4. Add a fairy, which is BloomLord, and then also add a vegetation or plant, which is really, really good. So sometimes you get the +2, sometimes you don't. But still, good play. Especially when you can play for free in this deck, it's really, really good. We play 4 copies of the Pomomon, the 1 in EX3, where if it's suspended by a card effect, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Super important for getting over opponent's bodies. Nothing else to say there. We play 4 copies of the Pomomon from BT9, the one that says players can't play Digimon by effects. It's really here for the mirror match and the auto the matchup that plays cards by effects, like Beelzemon, how it can just play something with a Beelstar or an EX2 Beelzemon if it's milled. Other examples, other meta decks as well, that do randomly play things here and there. The Pomo is really good because you make your big Bloom board and then you play this. They can't really counteract anything crazy. It's also a vegetation, so I think playing 4 of it's fine. And then 1 Terriermon. I'm not sold on this, and for the record, this is not my final build yet. It just happens to be doing well right now, but I'm thinking about upping this to 2 or more. The only reason why I'm not is because it's a beast. It's not a vegetation, plant, or fairy, but it does turn off memory, which could be important. Has clinched a few games here and there. I haven't really been bothered to up it yet because usually when I want to see it, I do see it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I am thinking about increasing numbers. There's a few cards in this deck. When I get to them, I'll be like, oh, you probably cut this for a Terriermon or something. I think there's like 1 card, maybe 2 cards like that. Yeah, I think Terriermon's important, but I have no problem seeing it. And I value Pomon in this matchup a little bit more because your memory game is so good that their memory game becomes less of an important thing for you. It's this that actually helps you more, in my opinion, in this particular deck. But that's just me. Who knows? I'm crazy, right? On Champions, we're playing 4 copies of Sunflowermon. When you evolve, suspend a Digimon, play a Digimon from your hand, 3,000 or less. That's what it does. Really good card. And then Inheritable, when you suspend one of your own guys, draw a card. Once per turn. Gives you draw power, it's pretty good. We play 4 Red Vegiemon because it's a 1 cost to evolve, 3 cost, 3,000 DP champion. That's very, very important because you can play for free with your stuff that plays things with 3,000 DP or less. And then 3 Weedmon, just, it's a little bit worse than the Red Veggie because you have to hard play for 4. You never get the Digiburst effect off, so just the 3 Weedmon there is fine. 11 champions is not a big deal. On to Ultimates next, we're playing 4 Agitar, it's the best Ultimate in deck. Main once per turn, suspend a Digimon you control to play a 3,000 DP Vegetation Plant or Fairy. Lets you play your stuff for free, and you get your suspending triggers, which is really good. And then it has an inheritable when a Digimon is suspended by one of your Digimon, gain an effect, or gain a memory, sorry. So, you know, it allows you to do BloomLord combo for 1. I went over the combo in another deck video, like previous format, I believe, so I'm not going to do it again. But basically, if you promote an Agitar and you drop a body with it, you can BloomLord for 1 memory, which is good if they choke you, which is pretty valuable. We play 2 copies of Blossomon. A Digizorb for free, that's why it's there. We play 2 copies of Cherrymon. A Digizorb's for 1, but it does redirect and attack to a suspended Digimon, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little lack of incentive for your opponent to attack. It comes up. And then lastly, the one copy of Argomon, because it is limited to one. This free Digizorb is really nice. It's not a plant or vegetation, it's a mutant, which is really awkward, but it's fine. And then the one attacking inheritable does come up. Usually you'll just play a suspended, like Promomon or Terriermon with that, and it's fine. On to the Megas. We're going to go to 4 copies of the big boss, Bloomlord herself. With the Wind Digivolving, suspend something, then you can gain memory for each suspended vegetation, plant, or fairy. Unsuspend it, gets piercing if it gets 2 or more, and then for every 2 Digimon, plus 2,000, plus security, plus 1. It's your big boss monster, allows you to deal multiple checks at a time. Card's pretty absurd. Because this is a regional format, we're on 3 copies of the Hydrassi. Wind Digivolving, you can suspend a Digimon. It's really good. All turns, once per turn. If an opponent's Digimon is suspended, you gain memory for every other vegetation, plant, or fairy suspended. And then end of turn, once per turn. If you have 2 more suspending guys, you bottom deck one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Really good at controlling the board. Usually you find yourself in a situation where you might Hydramon first before you Bloom combo, just to get some board presence, some memory presence. Pretty good card. Once Hydramon sticks, every turn, if it doesn't leave the field, you suspend something by an effect, you're getting memory every turn. So Hydramon is pretty powerful. We do play one last level 6. It is one copy of Shivamon. It does have a few abilities, but it is there for the opponent's turn effect of while all your Digimon are suspended, while all your Digimon are suspended, your opponent cannot use option cards. This matters because we play Quartzmon. If you drop a Shivamon and a Quartzmon at the same time, you auto-win the game. You straight up win. It's like having Exodia, all 5 pieces in your opponent's hand. It does burn a security when unsuspends. Again, not too valuable. But whenever I get this combo off, I do win the game. Every time. Without a doubt. Beelzemon, one of Beelzemon's biggest strengths is that it has Rival's Barrage, that you can just activate from hand and blow something up. But not with Shivamon on the field. Pretty good. And anyway, yeah, I spoiled the sauce. 2 Quartzmon, this card's broken. Wind Digivolving, suspend everything. Gain a memory for every 2 suspended cards. And then when you attack, you can burn a security for every 5 suspended cards. Also, the all turns, nothing can unsuspend is fine. Once you get Quartzmon in the field, usually it's just GG's, especially if you do it with the 1 copy of HPD. Any game that I have HPD and Quartzmon, I auto-win that turn. Like, literally that turn. It's a very stupid broken combo in my opinion. The fact that you can do this for 1 memory thanks to HPD, and then get a whole bunch of memory back, is absolutely absurd. Why this card is still legal, I have no idea. But we're playing 1 copy of it. We're also on 1 copy of Samadhi Santi still. I think you can cut this for a Terriermon. That's the card I think you can cut for Terriermon. But I'm going to be real. Samadhi Santi has won me some games. Just by being able to 1 cost pin down a guy that I would not be able to pin down otherwise. So I do value the Samadhi Santi. It has won games. You can probably cut it for a Terriermon, but I still like it as a 1-of. We do 2 memory boost for a little bit of extra consistency and memory power. And we do 2 copies of Grand Le Soul, just for some removal to bounce things to the bottom of the deck. In security, it's obviously really good. Unless you're playing against Beelzemon, then it might be really bad. But having the Grand Le Soul there does help as a removal card. Last card in the deck is 1 copy of Mimi, and that'll round it out at 50 cards. And that'll do it for today. That is the BloomQuartz deck profile. This deck's a lot of fun to play. Very strong, very potent. What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you later. Bye.